So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against North Macedonia.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. Lampard. Shevchenko. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Azar. Lampard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's where it came from.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it's Lampard. And that is out of play. That's going right the way across. Bale. Bale! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's on his own. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Ibrahimovic is behind this one. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. There's the shot! Goal!
The goal scorer for North Macedonia after 27 minutes is number 22, Schneider.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lampard, never out of the action for very long. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Portugal
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And it's Lampard. And he's quick to get rid. No way through, so back it comes. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Look at the space here. McAllister! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
McAllister clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, good effort! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 13, Bale. Number 15, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 5, Messi. Number 8.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
No, he's not getting his way this time. And they've got rid. And smartly reclaimed. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's got away. Oh, super ball. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Robertson attempts a clearance.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Robertson. Out towards the flank. McAllister. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Son Heung-min being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 7, Son Heung-min. Number 26.
He's found a way past.
Frank Lampard. Coming on the field. Number 14.
Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Guti. Substitutions
It's
taking place.
Robertson.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Batistuta.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's gone for a throw-in. Half an hour gone in the second half. Van Bouten cuts out the pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
And Batistuta! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A case now of complete control. That's good vision. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the keeper threw out a limb.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Gets his head on it! And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now Fiore. Vieira. Messi. Guti. Messi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Argentina.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Messi, and a chance! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Argentina are now forced to play the bulk of the game, a man short.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Substitution.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Robertson, he's found the way through. It is a corner. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Messi plays it short. Big chance! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
We expected better, and so did he. That looks a good ball through. This looks promising. He's having a shot! Goal! Argentina! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 19 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Messi. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Messi. Great vision. And this is Raul. And it's been hooked away. Almada. Now it's to Paul. Fiore. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's picked it up out wide. Elects to cross. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Fiore. Can he get on the end of this? Played in. Towering header! And that's a sharp finish. But oh, it's offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. A corner it is then. Portugal have their second corner now. He leaps for it! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Gets his head on it! Marvellous goal! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side.
Shot a goal! And that's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done. Well, and the referee says that is that for the first half.
Portugal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Portugal claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Alvarez! It's hit the upright, and he's stuck it away. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched.
Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind. Martinez. And it's gone back to the keeper. Romero, Fernandez. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Raul really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, easy pickings there. Fiore. This is a promising build-up. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he shoots! And a neat finish! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
It's turning into quite a gem, this. Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Substitution for Portugal, number 14, Raul, number 8, Fiore,
So we have movement on
number
both benches.
26,
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Peruti,
This is the perfect
number
example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
number 25,
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
number 20,
It's Ronaldinho!
Substitution.
Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Dani Olmo. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's running through. Messi.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Ronaldinho.
Added minutes
Now it's
has been
Son Heung-min.
indicated.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Decent chance! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that is as far as it goes. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwavering. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He is through here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a cute ball. Valverde. And it's Messi. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's been cut out, well played.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Lampard, charge. Lampard! Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronaldinho. Lampard. It's Lampard! Oh! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford...
Shevchenko! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Raul is onto it in a flash. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Raul. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now it's Shevchenko. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Substitutions taking place.
Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. Back on the way then. It's a pretty loose pass. Camavinga, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Portugal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Raul.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
And he cuts out the supply. Xavi Alonso, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Fiore's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Xavi Alonso calmly anticipates. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Lovely, and Shevchenko! Relentless, just relentless. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mbappe. Xavi Alonso does well not to be outdone there. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we have our very first corner. And this is Xavi Alonso. Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Mbappe, ambitious ball here. Oh, no joy this time. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Haaland. Pass is coming off with Haaland! Well taken goal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Number 9, Erling
So
Haaland.
could they be onto something here?
Erling Haaland.
Fiore.
Erling
Now, can they get him away?
That was
Raul.
lovely, that.
He's managed to get free. Oh, good climb! Goal! But oh, it's offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Pass somewhere off target. Lampard. And that is as far as it goes. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, we're underway.
Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim.
Shot a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Lyon clearly didn't help themselves by...
And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Ronaldinho. So intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicely.
And Shevchenko!
And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Oh, now he can run away with it. Big chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Lampard.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moment.
Ronaldinho!
Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Lampard.
Xavi Alonso.
Passing nice and neat. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, good read. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Out towards the flank. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
Kaka. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. He slings, he leaps for it!
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort.
Ronaldinho.
Robertson. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Mbappe, never the sort to be shot shy. He won't be happy with that one.
Now it's Raul. Now it's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho.
And he's had a shot! They've scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that is all they have time for. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Portugal leading by one at the break.
Children's announcement.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Portugal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rummenigge, can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. And he's denied! Well, would you believe that?
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Guardiola goes short. Good read, needed to be. Fiore plays it all the way forward. And now a sudden chance to counter. Portugal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Knocks it out wide. Robertson has the space to skip. Header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Lampard, ball comes, he's rising! Oh, crossbar! Rijkaard applies the finish! And that's off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Fiore. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Lampard.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Defending was strong and firm. Lyon are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack.
It's Lampard! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Portugal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Raul.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. And he's worked it through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Goal! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shevchenko gets flagged offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And he's only too happy to take that back. That has been cut short. And that is as far as it goes. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line.